Yes, guys, if you haven't discovered it already, I am now the proud owner of the TV show Are You Being Served? And I mean by owner, I mean I own the show. Are You Being Served? Yes, Are You Being Served? Oh, welcome. Those of you who have not seen my channel before, welcome back. I am the Philadelphia Whovian, and for this video, I'm talking about a TV show that the BBC aired in 1972 to about 1985. There's a branch-off show called Are You Being Served Yet? I confess I have not seen. However, this was one of the ongoing recommendations I've gotten for an older TV show that I might not have known about in my YouTube comments about checking out and seeing if I would enjoy it. So I said, hey, go online, look on eBay and see if you can find it. And I did, and I found all 69 episodes for a really pretty cool price. So yes, I now have seen Are You Being Served? I confess, I have not seen the whole thing, but I'm happy I did not. I'm pacing myself so I don't see all the episodes at one go. I've only seen about 2 discs so far. And I'm happy because this way gives me something to look forward to. And like I said, this is 1970s comedy. That means we're at a time where the comedy is genuinely funny because it's not afraid to go all the way there. And I'm going to give you a brief synopsis about what Are You Being Served is all about. It's about a store or shop called Grace Brothers. It's a clothing shop. And there is the men's floor, and for the very first day there are going to be shenanigans, because the men's floor now has to share their floor with 30% of their floor is now going to be directed to the female clothing, and maybe even some other items for women like bras, etc. and so forth. In fact, the very first episode is Mr. Mash, a character named Mr. Mash, coming in with a bra that goes ding-dong, practically, and it lights up. And the one character, Mrs. Slocum, she will not sell it. And Mr. Mash is like, it's because you can't do it, can you? This is hilarious. Like, that is what you're going to be getting from the very beginning. You're going to be getting balls to the wall, a comedy that is not afraid to go there. Which means if you're one of those people who gets easily offended, or it's not for the faint of heart, or if you're mad about seeing a woman in a bra every now and again, or, seeing her panties, then you know what? This is not for you. But for those of you who love comedy, love me like me, this show is completely for you. Mind you, the first episode, I believe, is in black and white. Can someone who's seen the show, can you explain that to me? Is it black and white because it initially came out in color, but it was just simply that BBC, was collecting them all they could find was old black and white one to put onto the disc, or was the first one initially done in black and white, and then immediately after it was successful, they did the rest of the episodes in color? Sorry. I know I must sound very ignorant there, but of course I'm ignorant. I don't know. I was not there at the time, so I would like someone to explain that to me. Either way, the first episode, the pilot, is in black and white, but all the episodes after that I've seen so far are in color. So, just to explain that to you before you even go into it. And also, you get a slew of very comedic characters. Again, Mrs. Slocum, Mrs. Browns, Mr. Granger, and who am I kidding? People usually don't remember characters' names. I'll give you the descriptions. You've got the older stock comedic woman who changes her hair very often and has those, of course, eclectic glasses. You have Mrs. Brown, the traditional, relatively attractive, sexy, blonde, young woman. Then you have one of the characters, the handsome one. Sorry. Yeah. He's handsome. What do you want from me? Yeah. I looked at that. I noticed that. I'm not ashamed. The handsome guy who's relatively new onto the scene, and he is, again, handsome. He wants to do a good job. He's incredibly horny. And because he's impeccably horny, he is quite much the nervous wreck. And I believe you got Mr. Peacock, and then you have, the boss, one with glasses. Then you have the uptight, the one who really overall oversees the floor. He is, very stands erect and very straight, but by God, he likes to stare at women any chance he gets. And the other character, the blonde, effeminate guy who's just a great walk, completely hilarious, has tons of great one-liners. I'm trying to think of the other character. Oh, there's the other one who, he is pretty much the one who measures men when they try on their suits, and Well, there's one fun episode of him when he was worried about that he's going to be forced to retire, but luckily it does not come to fruition. And another fun thing with a handsome guy, the handsome guy has to measure a man who walks in with a kilt. He has to measure the inside of his leg, and he like, oh my god, and the other salesman, the blonde guy, again, who makes the very funny quips all the time, he breathes on the measuring tape to make it warm so when he puts it against the guy's leg. And the Scotsman's like, whoa, 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 whoa! We in Scotland, you measure us on the outside of the kilt. And he's like, including your sporn, this is how much, long your leg is. And also, that one character, apparently this is a trick you do, where if a jacket is too tight, you knee it. Like, you literally put your knee into the arm of it to push the seams, to stretch the cloth. So, this goes awry in one episode terribly, very terribly, when the handsome guy, again, I know people don't really identify when it comes to shows like these the names as often they see the look. He needs some trousers, thinking he could stretch the seams, but he only just completely rips through the trousers. So yes, shenanigans happen in this show. Again, this is comedy that is extreme and fun in that regard. Absolutely hilarious to me. Overall, I admit I'm only on 2 discs so far, read 2 discs full, but I absolutely am enjoying this wonderful, wonderful show. And I'm going to give a description of the characters' names to the descriptions I gave in this episode, or this video, so that you guys know who I'm talking about. Those who are like, okay, I'm going to try and see the show and match the name to the face she gave, don't worry. I'll give it to you in writing, because I know very often it's easier to remember things when you see it written than when you just are told it in a video. But Are You Being Served? This is 1970s BBC comedy, British comedy. I absolutely loved it. And here's the funny thing. This past week, I have seen not only this show, but I saw another 1970s show called WRPK in Cincinnati, which is an American 1970s show. I hope I got that right, WRPK. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section if you've seen that show. And I absolutely love that show as well. And I'm like, whoa, 2 1970s shows, absolutely spiffing and spot on. I'm having a darn good time. And guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you do like 1970s comedy, I would recommend Are You Being Served? Because it is absolutely splendid of a show. I very much am enjoying it, very much so. And also, my next one I'm thinking of possibly purchasing, sorry. Wow, I totally flubbed that word. Is One Foot in the Grave. Unless someone knows where I can buy a Region 1 of Drop the Dead Donkey. Oh, who am I kidding? There's no way anyone's going to know where a Region 1 copy is, because there probably is no Region 1 copy. A girl can dream. A girl can dream. So thank you guys so very much. Yes, Are You Being Served? I saw it. I feel awesome. I finally saw it, and it is a wonderful show. Again, if you like 1970s comedy, you will very much enjoy this. If you don't, never mind. Completely disregard this video. You are awesome. See you later, and again, see you very soon. Bye, guys.